Hi everyone, this morning is a beautiful morning here in Maryland. It is in the 60s and it's breezy, it feels cool, the sun is out. But last night we had some crazy weather move through, which I think a lot of you had as well, just those severe thunderstorms moving kind of up and down the East Coast. We had some pretty big trees come down in our neighborhood, but thankfully everything on our property is okay, except for some things just kind of being flattened to the ground. So this morning I took some time to stake my little lime hydrangea here behind me. I just was using some bamboo stakes to make a little fence for it to rest on so it's not completely crushing my dahlias underneath. So I'm gonna flip you around and show you what I did real quick. This hydrangea was already pretty floppy. For some reason this year it's been real floppy, but I just came in and I did kind of a crisscross pattern with these bamboo stakes here. I cut them in half, they were real long, and I just tied them with some twine, just kind of wrapped it around, and I'm just giving them a support to lean on. I could probably even come through and add some string or maybe some fishing line kind of across the top to support them even more. But I'm hoping that this will just kind of keep them from smothering my dahlias underneath as much. So I think that'll be a pretty good fix for now. So my original plan for today was not to do storm cleanup. I actually went to one of our local nurseries the other day and I found a couple of plants that I really wanted and really liked. I had some nasturtium in the bed behind me and they were just looking really ratty. So I decided to take them out and I want to replace them with these Heuchera plants that I found. They're caramel Heuchera and they're just a beautiful shade of kind of an orangey caramel color. And I think that color is going to be really nice to carry me into fall, adding kind of that rusty orange to bring all the pinks and purples together and just the colors of the pumpkins that I will most likely add. I think it's going to be really nice. So I'm going to get those in behind me. And I also got some Phlox that I found on clearance at Lowe's, which I'm going to put in behind me, and a replacement for one of my powwow wildberry coneflowers that was not doing so good. So I'm gonna add that behind me as well. So really I'm gonna focus on this long sunny border that I have, and I'm excited about all the new additions. So come along and let's get this stuff going. Here's my plant stash. Here are the caramel Heuchera. Such a beautiful color. Oh my goodness, that like kind of purple undertone on the leaf, and then the orange and almost like a golden yellow in there. So pretty. And then here's my powwow wildberry coneflower, which look at this. I am so excited about this. I got a white powwow in there also, so I'm gonna separate that out and put that somewhere else, but I am excited about that. 2 plants in one. And then these are the Phlox that I got. I found these on clearance. So they're not looking the absolute best. I'll turn this around. Here's the flower on it. It's kind of a salmon-y colored flower is how they describe it. I'm gonna show you the tag real quick. This is Sweet Summer Queen Phlox. I don't have any phlox in my garden, so I'm kind of excited to see how this does. But here are some of the stats. It's supposed to be disease resistant, likes full sun, gets about 32 inches high, 24 inches wide. So I'm excited to add these. First up, I'm going to plant the Heuchera. I added one here right in front of the elephant ear, coneflower, daisies. I think it'll be a really nice combination. And one here by the lambs here, and the dahlia, and I have a Cat's Pajamas catmint right there. And then I'm just gonna continue that down the way. I'm sorry about the sun. I guess I didn't beat the sun this morning. I put one there and one over here. So obviously they will get bigger as time goes on, but I just think that they're gonna be a nice addition to the front of this border right here. I'm gonna work on splitting this before I put it into the ground so that I can use this white powwow coneflower somewhere else in the garden. So I think I'm gonna just use my hoary knife and try to cut that away. I think I accidentally dug up some of my daffodils. Oh well, I'll have to add more this fall. All right, I got everything in the ground. I just kind of kept going and didn't stop, but I'll show you real quick where I put everything. I added one of the Phlox right here in front of this Limelight Prime Hydrangea, and I may have to move it a little bit in the future if it gets a little too crowded out here. Maybe forward a little bit, but I think that it'll be a pretty addition in front of the hydrangea here. And then, let's see, moving down, I added the Heuchera. You can already see them just kind of popping out of the border. I'm really loving the color that they add to this border for sure. I think it looks so pretty mixed in with the powwow wildberry coneflower and my elephant ear and the daisies, the black-eyed Susan, my Caspajamas nepeta. I just think that that's a really great addition to the front here. And I added another one right here, which again I think is such a pretty combination with the dahlia and lamb's ear and the hydrangea. And the fence seems to be working pretty good. I may add some string to the top just to support them even more so they don't flop even that much, but I think it's a good solution. Another Heuchera. Loving these zinnias right now. They are really taking off. This is the raspberry ripple zinnia. Really pretty. And another Heuchera right here. And this is the coneflower that I added. I replaced the one that was kind of dying and not doing much. So that looks much better, much prettier. And I'll show you over here. I have some zinnias finally coming. I've waited a long time for them to start blooming. And I put the other Phlox over here underneath my birdhouse, mixed in with the Japanese maple and my foxglove that I planted, I believe, the last video I did maybe a week ago. And they're doing pretty good, and the rabbits have not touched them, thankfully. But I think that this Phlox will be a nice addition to this corner right here next to the wee white hydrangeas and all of that. So everything's looking pretty. My Rose of Sharon are blooming. They are really flopping over though from the storm. You can see this one is falling all over the place. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that, but I'll see if they perk back up again as the sun keeps shining here. Things looking pretty. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do today. Thank you so much for joining me for another day in my garden on this kind of blustery summer day. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.